My stream deck's being kind of silly, so having to do a couple little button presses over to the side. Either way, welcome to the PlayCast. I'm here to play some Planet Coaster. If you haven't been watching this stream particularly, what I've been doing is building buildings separately from each other in a building called the Buildings Building. Kind of keeps the rest of the park a secret, but I'm done Main Street. It's all done. It's all finished. So tonight what we're doing is cleaning up Main Street, adding benches and lighting and trash cans and just all those nice little pieces that just need finishing touches so everything works harmoniously together, or as harmoniously as possible. So I hope you'll all enjoy that. Here we go. Hopefully this button works. It did! Here we go. There's the park. This is Main Street. I'm not showing you the rest of the park because that's the whole point to being a surprise. You might catch glimpses of it as we move around and build some stuff and do some things. So originally what I did was the pathing. The only thing I've added off camera is, there we go, is this lovely stuff over here. The flowers and that stuff. And again, I'm skipping. I love this game. It does this to me all the time. So I'm going to do this quick. Bloop. Bloop, bloop. This game really likes to suck everything I've got. So I'm apologize that we're skipping a couple frames. And I'm sorry if the audio is a little funky. We're gonna give this a go. Ah! Of course it does this as I try to actually get stuff done. Okay. Yikes. Alright, let's see if that can get things kind of working. Sorry, guys. One of those days. Oops. There. Editing on the fly. All right. Uh-oh. Pressing buttons again. All right, let's see if that does anything to help us out. All right, a little bit. We have a little bit of slowdown, but that's okay because we're really just adding some details, and as long as our volume kind of still works and my mic still works, we should be all right. Okay. This is the one that I've got off, so I'm just going to remove just in case. There we go. All right, here we are. So, if you haven't seen Main Street yet, over here we have our Just a Mementos gift shop. Next to that is our bakery. And, of course, this button's not going to work either. All right, and the movie theater. We have a lot of work to do here. This is our information place, which is also like doubling as a newspaper type building. As you can see, this building kind of locks into that one, so we have some work to do there. Obviously clean up. That has to be an Italian flag. We have to do some work here to close this off to the rest of the park that direction, and make this a little outdoor seating and eating area. And over here's our candy shop, which honestly almost fits. We're just going to add some garden type stuff there. On this side, this is done. We built this with the intention of it being here. We built it actually on the spot. Woo. And then my horrible, horrible camera controls because I keep pressing the wrong button. This is a camera store. It's got an ATM inside and a gulpy machine, pretty much just to get people inside the building. Magic shop, which is actually a hat store, and we're going to try filling some things into there if we can. Back there is a bathroom with some custom lockers. And some stuff on the walls. Again, I do want to switch some of this stuff out because it's one of those things where I'd like to try and find some stuff that I can. Over here we have the Tiki Chiki Arcade. I know Tiki Chiki is actually a restaurant brand, which is why there is right here a Tiki Chiki vending machine with some toys, some arcade games, and that kind of stuff. Over on this side to round us off is a lovely beef and milkshake shop. So we're going to add some lights, we're going to add some stuff, we're just going to start adding some details. Again, sorry if things are skipping. It really is. I gotta do some deep dive and investigations into my computer. So yeah, let's get playing. So, first things first, we're gonna go change this before I forget because it's always the last thing on my mind. I went online. I went to the Wikipedia, and I found an Italian flag. And I put it in here. I do not see it. Oh, flag of Italy. What day? Look at that. I'm going to have to play with some colors on that one. Let's see. I did download another one. Not much better, but it does have that texture to it, which I think we're going to enjoy a little bit more. I am going to have to play with some colors on Photoshop, though, just to get it not so shiny, I think, is the trick. 'Cause it's already got some shine to it. So, we're going to focus ourselves on the actual road right now. So not attached to a building, not doing anything with the building, but putting down some lamps and putting down some garbage cans and path extras and that kind of stuff. So first off, I think we're going to go with lighting. So now it's just a matter of bloop, bloop, bloop. I want something like this, probably not these lanterns, but maybe something like the fairy lights, something along those lines. Just as something strung across the actual main street to give it a lot of light and a lot of oomph and a lot of that kind of thing. Whoopsies. I think that is too much. Stop scrolling where I don't want you to scroll. Victorian lamppost number 2. I think that's also a little bit much. On the path extras, it's not here. Benches, picnic benches. All right. Lights. Well, if I'm not using you, I can put you away. Sorry, I'm talking to my camera. I think I've always kind of just liked these ones. They provide just everything you kind of need to do what you need to do. So what we are going to do is open up Main Street with some lovely lights. Then what we're going to do, because as you can see, there is a lot of trash that is accumulated. Disney, if you didn't know, does something where it's a every 30 steps they find someone throws something out. So they throw something out every 30 steps. So we want to kind of figure in the same sort of thing. So I'm thinking if we do a trash, we'll do like a tree and a trash can every second dot that we've got going on. So I figure that is exactly what we shall do. All right, I'm just gonna... Oh, jeez. All right. So, one there, skip. One there, skip. One here, skip. here. Skip. One there. Skip. And I honestly like... Oh, did I not skip? I did not skip. This works perfectly. I was gonna say, I honestly wanted a lamp at the end to kind of bookend, so I've accidentally built the perfect sized park. Neat. Alright, with that, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, oh, I accidentally oh, that's not working, that's why. Alright, that worked. Bam! We got ourselves some lights. Cool. Let us do trees. So, for trees, what we are going to do is planters. Tree guard metal. And again, same kind of shtick, right on top of that dot, because we're not pretending that we have stuff going down our main street. Our park, as much as I talk about Disney, I didn't want to really replicate a Disney park. Not that they're not great, they're fantastic, they're my favorite kinds of parks. But I wanted to make sure that this was a little bit different. It was here and there. And we're not going to have the parades. We're not going to have that kind of stuff. For us, one of the big deals in this park is that we have, we've sort of, let's say, expanded. So we opened up, not expecting to be anything big. Maybe we were a kind of park with a merry-go-round at the middle. And we ended up all of a sudden, you know, gaining a lot of traction. And at one point we're like, oh yeah, we're going to become a bigger park. So we started renovating and we moved buildings from, you know, over here to over here and started doing that kind of stuff. So the later parts of the park are going to be a little bit more well established, but we kind of had this here and we had to do what we could with it. So we ended up building, something rather large as we could, but it's still not going to accommodate, you know, a parade and this and that and everything else that goes along with it. Oops, scenery. So essentially that's the trick that we're aiming for. We are aiming to trick people in this park, in particular. Trees. I need the trees. We do have in this part of the park quite a few of these trees going on just to hide scenery. Again, we're trying to hide a lot of things. We want to have people invested in the part of the world that they're in at that time. That is a gigantic tree. That is also a gigantic tree. Big. Getting there. Nope. I'm starting to worry. That might be our best one. So the street ash tree. Sycamore is huge. Sycamore tree number 3. Also huge. Yeah, that's not going to do. Obviously the cypress trees, that's really not going to fit. What are you? Again, we've talked about this one before, and I mean every stream I watch talks about this one. Just the sheer size of stuff in this game is just slightly too big. So, I mean, they give us this lovely, you know, tree holder for Main Street or for streets. And then they give us giganto trees that just don't fit. So we're going to go with the one tree that works, which was this street ash tree. Oops. And we will, whoopsies. Oof. I'm having one of those moments, you know. There it is. Make sure it's rotated so that all the trees are just a little bit different. One doesn't want to be different. Well, too bad, Mr. Tree. You're going to be different. Again, not that we have to be doing, whoopsies, not that we have to be doing this exactly, but like rotating the trees and doing that kind of thing, but it does add, I think, a little bit to, if you're actually looking at the place going like, oh yeah, the trees are all just slightly different. Like these two, you can now tell, are identical because this one refused to rotate. I think that's all I need for trees, wasn't it? Yeah. All right. Oh, that looks so much more stellar already. Next up, path extras, garbage beyonds. And we're gonna go for regular garbage cans. Again, we want to set these. It's a little tougher because we have to actually place them. Do we want these ones instead? Or these ones? Let's go with these ones and let's make them not that green. Jeepers creepers. How woofda made almost dark. Okay, yeah, let's go with these ones. And we are indeed building in scenario mode right now because I wanted to make the park bigger, but essentially what we're doing is making a sandbox park. I wanted unlimited money. This was all about building, not about trying to survive a costly scenario type thing. I wanted to build an actual park. So we're trying to get these all kind of matched up as best we can. Just stuck someone inside that garbage bin. Alright, we are also going to put some garbage cans. On both sides of the path, over here. Again, just because we do seem to have a lot of trash culminating in this area. We're also going to put one kind of centered here. And again, we'll put one maybe right there on this corner for now. I know the trash cans aren't the most exciting thing in the whole wide world, but they need to be around somewhere. Okay, scenery. Moving on, park benches. Want something really basic. What makes this spooky? Because I honestly like these better than just park bench or park bench 2. Like, does a ghost come out of them at some point? We're gonna go with these ones. All right. So again, the only thing that we're really looking out for is, you know, it's got to fit somewhere. Here it's trying to attach itself to the wall. That's not quite working. We don't want in front of that window. We don't want it there. So essentially what we're going to try doing is putting some every once in a while between these. So let's put them, we're going to leave this open for the stores. But we'll put one here. Skip this one. Put one there. Skip that one. Skip that one and we'll put one here. Yeah, we'll put one here. Essentially what I'm aiming to do with these ones is, again, we'll make sure that, you know, people are staring at each other across the way. Hey, have a nice wave at each other, you know. I don't want to block off too many shops. You know, you're on your way into a shop and you're like, oh, I should have a sit down instead. Don't want that. I'm also trying to keep most of them kind of far away from the garbage cans. Over here, we're going to put ourselves a couple. So one there and one there. And we'll definitely put one here and one right there. My only other thought was trying to put one somewhere along the lines over here, but there's quite a lot going on. So we're not going to. And obviously this one sinks itself into the rose, or into the tulips, whatever I put there. Put one there though, and that works. Okay. Oh, it's already more of a main street already. What I did want to play around with today, some more lights. Like I said, some fairy lighting or something like that. Again, this is more of a let's get it strung up and see what it looks like. It's already the right way. So this is constant. Variable. It does say constant, right? Yeah, it says constant. All right. So essentially, I want these things hanging down. That's down. All right, good. That's definitely a too much problem. This might be our better option. Yeah, that's our better option. Again, now it's just a matter of spinning them the right way, because, and clearly I've been a master at that. We might put some on each side. We're gonna see about what we get for looks here, from the back and the front and that kind of thing. Because that's not gonna work. that the same spacing? Or are we better to go with this? Okay, let's do this. Hold on, whoops. I do want to change the colors. I don't want this being a colorful thing. I legit just want like white lights. If I could get smaller kind of twinkle lights, I would. But I don't think. No, I don't think that's really an option. Like we could do something like these, but again, I don't feel like they fit quite right. So we're going to stick with constant lights like these. And then the only thing we kind of really have to do... Okay, we'll play with the world axis here. Just get those evenly hung. And what I would love to find is like a wire that just stretches right across, because it does. It looks like you're hanging from nothing, and really you'd have a wire of some kind that goes across there. So, like, even if we could just get this and make the lights disappear, it would be 8,000 times better. Because that would exactly be what we need. So let's just see what we can find. Some bunting? Nope. On the search for stuff. A barrier. A bipod. A boom microphone. If I could hide that in there somewhere, it would almost work. That would really almost work. That's funny. Bunting flags. Cars? A car would not function. Nope. I think when I built this, I actually did build it so that 2 cars could fit down this particular road. Again, in case that it was ever a thing for this place to have parades and that kind of stuff. Like they did almost try to future-proof their park. It's just not necessarily something that they actually went for. Again, this almost seals the deal. Let's put it in just to say we put it in. I'm fairly okay with that, actually. Do have to make it a ditch. Higher. Bring it in. Yay. As opposed to nay. Like some of the oddie stuff sticking out doesn't quite fit, but the rest of it's almost there. Oh, it started us off back at the top. What a disaster. I don't think I had reached these yet. There I am. All right. Lights, 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 lights. Again, these would not work. They just hang too low. Flagpole. That's definitely a flagpole. We're gonna try one more thing before we actually completely go with that look, because again, I'm not a super big fan of it. We're gonna try the workshop and see if someone has some wiring for us. If we can't find what we're looking for here. Nope. Giant skewer. Those will be handy for another part of the park. Ah, cool. Maybe around Halloween we shall redecorate. Okay, so I just have to do something for 2 seconds. I have to check something out in the park. So I'm gonna switch you to. Of course, it's not gonna work the way I want it to. Hey. Hi. You're gonna look at my face while I check something out in the park. Sorry for any slowdowns or anything like that. I do apologize. And hopefully that doesn't screw anything up. That totally screwed something up. I pressed a button I should not have pressed. So, of course none of those are... Oh, we switched back. All right. Oh, jeepers. Well, it's gonna switch back again. Alright, I don't think that's helping. No. Dratamango. Woof. Something happened. Is that working better though? No? Yes? No. Alright. Well, I tried. Hakuna Matata. Hey, one of my buttons works again, everybody. Okay, we're going to start from the bottom up and work our way because we've started from the top so many times. Here we go. Check in for something. Looking for a wire. Huh. Straight chain. That's really big. Okay, straight rope. And I can't change the color of the rope because otherwise that would definitely work better. I don't think we're really going to find what I need which does it makes me sad, because I'd really like to get that motif going down, you know, the street sort of thing. I think that's one of the coolest things about going to a park like Disney is that, you know, they have, at night, everything comes to life. Like, everything is there. Okay, I've gone through all of these. Let's check the building stuff quick. So let's check this stuff quick. Was decorative. All of that stuff is the same lighting. Pipes, no, those won't work. Whoops. Streetlight post. Oof, that thick. Okay. That a thick street lamp post. Okay, we're gonna do one last look. We have toolkit items that we can go through. So let's open up our Steam Workshop and have a peek, everybody. If you want, you can. Oh, you can't see a single thing I'm doing here, so I'm gonna try and make this as fast as humanly possible. I'm just looking up wire here. Wire fence, wood, and wire fence. Looking at this, there's a lot of wire fences. I'm just gonna look up a pole. I got some concrete poles, some utility poles, telephone poles, electricity poles, light pole, pole, flag pole, north pole, this pole, that pole. People have done some nice stuff. Nothing that we want, though. Alright, so that plan, everybody, did not work. I've got one last thing to try. It's in scenery. So let's give it a go. Ships. Let's see if we can get some out of ships. We do have some cylinders. They are extra small. That's definitely not small enough. Extra small for those, not small enough. Not small enough. Not small enough. Not small enough. So it looks like we're gonna have to stick with that. You know what? I honestly don't mind that look. And from behind, what do we got going? The ropes are hanging from there, so I do want to, yeah, that and that and that. That's that one already, right? And duplicate, and let's rotate and hope that everything hangs sort of the same way. Alright, if it doesn't, then we gotta do this, and we'll try this. They are just slightly off. What does that look like from this side? Oh, goodness gracious, they're also pushing into each other. Oh, no, they're not. Oh, yeah, they are. No, they're not. Yes, they are. No, they're not. Yes, they are. Oh, my God. Guess we'll go with... That's pretty close. It's just the ones at the top. The bottom ones are in. They're good. So let's go with it. These ones are definitely not the same. On the way down. But around this way, Again, we'll pop them out ever so slightly. Is that really a bad thing? No, it is not. So let's, I got my time paused here so we can switch over to this. I think that looks fantastic. Now again, we are going to run these all the way up, and the only thing we're going to have to do is shut them off if we do end up doing some kind of fireworks show. So let's grab everything and move it on down. Let's mosey it on down to the next thing here. World axis. Push and shove. Push and shove. Get everything lined up nicely. Where did that come from? Oy vey. There. Alright. Random stuff popping up on my screen. Alright. Doot-de-doo. Doot-de-doo, doot-de-doo, doot-de-doo. That one, and... Again, let's use the world axis. Push it forward. Get right on in there. Have a peek. Good stuff. We're getting a little braver with these. World axis, push. I honestly did not think it would take, woohoo, yeah, it's gonna do that this time, this much time to do, this kind of stuff on Main Street. I was really thinking, I'm like, we just gotta change a few things, edit a couple things, like, I haven't even gotten to making everything kind of connect and work together and all that stuff yet. Like, I still got a lot of stuff to do, so this might be a two-parter. Beautifying Main Street. The double part. Anyway, I was gonna say I didn't get it all. Tried to watch the Rent musical that Fox did. As a fan of musicals, I was not impressed. Alright, so that might look good. We like the look of that, but we still have a lot of... This is very dark. Very, very dark. So let's do some lighting work. Because, yikes. Lights. Likes to the lights, eh? Yikes to the lights. Now again, this is one of those things where if we make that light so you can't quite see it, it's not such a bad thing. We'd make it black, we'd make it look like it blended in. It was one of the rods to the, you know, to the awning, and we'd have ourselves some lights for that window. Let's just see if there's any other lights we can use at this current moment in time that'll have the same effect without really causing us to you don't see that giant thing sticking out. Because again, we are aiming for kind of a realistic type something. Just not necessarily with the... that's going to break through the glass if we do it that way. It's bright. Again, that provides a lot of light up there, but not a lot of light down there. So now again, just playing around with lights. Yikes. These lights are not providing lots of light. Oh, dear me. Like, even that looks like a really big light, and it is not producing light. Yoika Micah. Hey, phone. Stop buzzing into the microphone. There we go. All right. Box lights. I knew there was something like this. Fit it up right inside there. None the wiser. And we get a nice, lovely thing like that. Here we just got to add some lights around the building. So again, I think I'm going to aim for the twinkle lights. Again, just to start kind of adding some light to our building. This is a constant. That's a constant. Good. Oh dear. White, 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 white. Turn this off because we do want to do this as much in the light that we're using as actually possible. But yeah, I watched that Rent musical, and is like I say, I'm a fan of musicals. I like musicals, and it felt like a weird show. I'm not sure what it was, the performers or something was off. I guess I'm not a huge fan of Rent either. So these don't provide a whole lot of light. Yeah. There we go. Something like that along the building, I think works really, really sharp. Again, we'll go off to here, and we'll do this, and then we'll... So it's roughly the same height. We're going to come off of here and do... Turn off auto snap. And the other part of Planet Coaster that I absolutely cannot stand is this part. Are these lights independent or not? Am I editing this building? Did I add those lights to this building by accident? Yes, I did. Well, not necessarily by accident, but there we go. All right. Okay. We're calling that good. It's a little bit off, but it still fits. And again, this is where like smaller lights would work, or something akin to like an LED built in something or other. Again, if you're thinking in terms of like if Disney did this, it would be an astronomically amazing feat of technology, but for us, we're gonna make it work with just some simple street lights. Again, this is a park that we're imagining kind of started getting really big and didn't quite know what to do, so they kind of just ran with it and started making, you know, making it up as they went along. We're gonna put some more box lights in places. Again, mostly just to light stuff up. And create some ambiance. The area light? I want the area light. Alright. Area light. Again, we're going to suck this up into the ceiling as far as we can. Without it coming through. And that provides light for the whole area, which is lovely. Let's also go inside the building here and see if this helps out with. Not so much. See, that's my thing about like these windows are not actually see-through.